Okay, so Behavior's first patch has come out today for Krasue. Shit. Survivor has... This is the first... This is... That's so strange. This is the first time Survivor has the 2.5 times BP bonus. Even on release day, I don't think Survivor had 2.5 BP bonus. Which is strange, because they nerfed her. So you would think that she would be less popular than her initial release. So that's unfortunate. Maybe we only get like 2 Krasue matches, and then I go play Survivor and try and find a Krasue to verse. But they nerfed like all of the things for, well, that's not true at all actually. What they nerfed was more glowing fungus spawn at the start of the trial, but less can spawn total, which is actually interesting. I'm surprised they made any kind of compensation nerf for glowing fungi. Her power vaults are weaker. Honestly, I just wish they would get rid of them. I hate power vaults. They're one of my least favorite things in DVD. They just feel awful to have to deal with. On both sides, honestly. As Krasue, I hate her power vault. As Survivor, I also don't like her power vault. So I would rather they just let her break pallets, but unfortunately, it seems like that's not going to be a thing. They also increased her stun duration while in head form, which I think is exclusively to make Dissolution worse, because why would, like, I don't think there's ever been another killer, unless you count Myers in his newest rework, but like that's, I feel like kind of cheating a little bit, but this is the first killer where they have a different stun duration, which is strange, and the only reason I can think of is because, like, adding extra 0.5 seconds makes Dissolution very slightly worse on her. I don't think it makes her, like, I don't think it makes Dissolution actually a bad perk on her, but yeah. But the biggest thing is her environmental collision is more active. So before you had, I think it was 0.6 seconds until you would collide with things while in your whip, and now it's 0.35 seconds, which I think is still 0.05 seconds better than the PTB, but that's like the main thing that I need to test to see what it is, because depending on that, it could mean that she basically can't do anything at rock loops. Like any rounded loop, like all of Nostromo, all of a sudden becomes like completely unplayable, because the reason that she could do anything at those loops was, or at least unplayable for head form, because the reason she could do things at loops was because she could kind of like hug tech around a rock. So if that extra 0.3 seconds or whatever makes it so that now she'll collide with the rock and it'll screw up her hits, then those loops are going to be super strong, but the straight line loops, things like, you know, Father Campbell's type loops, where it's just like straight burned like buildings or like shack or whatever, those are pretty much going to be completely unaffected, because you don't hug the walls on straight line loops, you just shoot in a straight line. So we'll see. It depends pretty highly on that, but everyone kind of knows that this is only like the first set of nerfs, and they're going to be coming out with another set in the next patch, which I don't know. Do they do like a patch for the first 2 weeks, or is it just like a week and then it's 2 weeks after that where we get the 9.2.2 patch? I'm not certain, but she will feel worse. That's for sure. So this is that loop right there. Hello, AFK Ace. Slap. I can't resist a free down when it presents itself. I don't really have info, but I really don't want to use pain res, and so it's a good thing that he's not struggling. This is like the very first down, so nobody's even on a gen yet. No real testing occurred there. So the question is, they're up there. Are they here? No, they're just on top of the main. Just break the door immediately. That's kind of always the answer. I thought I also saw Felix, but maybe I'm just getting the two of them, their clothes mixed up. Huh, interesting. Yeah, so like here, it doesn't really change anything because I don't need to hug the loop at all. Dissolution here. Really? Wait, what? I swear that gen was only at like 20% when I was up there. How did they finish it so fast? I really hope this painter doesn't hit anything. Yeah, because those two gens are the only people it could be on. They just let him go second, which is a choice. I don't want to tunnel him because game's over, plus I don't really want to be eating DS here. So Dissolution is up now. She spends it on that tile, which is kind of smart. Making Disso go up immediately is a kind of a good play, which is kind of stupid. It's kind of something exclusive to like Krasue and Blight and, you know, super high mobility, on-demand mobility type killers. I'm guessing that gen's probably this corner one, right? I would really like it if I could have gotten a hit on her, but that's how you play that, by the way. If you see them making a bunch of like circle around you, look at the closest wall and then shoot at them. I may eat her DS here, which would be probably really unfortunate, but wow, she waited a long time for that dead hard. Doesn't really matter that much. She wouldn't have made that even without Disso. Her pathing was a little bit meh. No DS, which is nice. They still haven't unhooked that other person. So I get to come back and try and make this unhook difficult. Kind of need to be in M1 mode to do that, though. Anti-camp is slow enough that I can actually camp, like, pretty close to her. Wow! First time I actually get that value off of it. Usually when I M1 them and they're at the hook, they get that in time. They get the unhook in time. So it was very unfortunate for me that I actually was able to do something with it. And the Yunjin DC'd, so now it's just a bot to save everybody. Yeah, so she doesn't really feel any weaker, but also I barely played tiles. I didn't really have to. Okay, this is the kind of thing... Okay, there it is. So that wouldn't have happened. Okay, so it's not as bad as I was expecting. It is worse, definitely. But I think now I just have to, like, play around the lunge. I think it's worse, honestly. Yeah, that. So that, previously, I would have slid past that and gone here. But if I just angle myself a little bit more openly, then I go here. I think this is probably a fine change. Where's the... I hope this is the Yunjin. Okay, good. It is. Yeah, honestly, I'm surprised they didn't change any of her cooldowns. I understand them not making a change to, like, her... to, like, leech. I understand you can't do that in an immediate patch. But I feel like changing the object, like, the time that you ignore objects, I feel like that should be just as easy, pretty much, as changing a cooldown on how quickly she can M1 out of an attack or whatever. It doesn't really matter, he's dead. Kinda needed Hatch to spawn right here. Yeah, so she's like very slightly worse, but it's almost imperceptible. The only thing is, like... Actually... Hold on, they kind of mess with Chicken Head, which is very strange. Because the deal is that I believe they made it so that 6 mushrooms is the maximum, and 5 spawn at the start of trial. Chicken Head is supposed to make 2 more spawn at the start of trial, but in that case, that would go over the 6 maximum. So do you think that only 6 spawn, or do you think that it violates the rule of maximum of 6 mushrooms and makes 1 extra spawn? I wonder. There's no easy way to test that, because I would have to, like, I'd have to load up a custom match with the survivor, infect them, and have them manually count how many glowing fungi were spawned by Chicken Head. And it's not like it really changes that much. Like, either Chicken Head got, like, this 2 additional glowing mushrooms spawned at the start of the trial is broken and won't actually spawn 7 mushrooms, or it does actually spawn 7 mushrooms and they just violated her maximum of 6. It doesn't really change that much. Again, these are like the first set of nerfs. They're very, like, minimal. They aren't going to super move the needle, especially now that people are more used to it. If she came out like this, it's possible that as people were learning her whip, it could have been worse. Because now that I'm more used to her whip, on the first day I had a lot of trouble with her whip. But now that I'm more used to it, going from 0.6 seconds to 0.35 seconds isn't that bad, because I know what places I'm able to, like, turn, right? Yeah. So these are four relatively small nerfs. I mean, one of them is like a medium nerf. The ignoring obstructions is, I think, a notable nerf, but it's not as bad as I was thinking. I was thinking it was going to make rock pallets completely unplayable. 3 commodii. That's unfortunate. I was thinking it would make rock pallets unplayable, and instead it's just going to make them, like, a little bit more difficult. Like, you have to be a little bit more careful around them, and that's it. Which isn't that big of a deal. Still 3 commodii. Somebody left and then they came back and it's still 3 commodii. That is so sad. I really don't understand how that top gen on main popped. I swear when I was right next to it, it only had, like, 50% tops. So unless they had 4, like, in the bank hyper-focused stakeout stacks, which I didn't check what their build was, so it's possible that was happened. But other than that specific build, I feel like there's no way it should have been able to do that, unless, of course, audio was, like, bugging, and it sounded way less progressed than it actually was, in classic DBD fashion. So I guess that's just as much of a possibility. I'm really close to getting Krasue P9. That'll probably be, like, the next, maybe, if servers bring, like, buddy party streamers, that'll probably be the next match. This will be enough to get me all the way to P9. I like to leave my killers at, like, P12, because P12 is where the entity starts consuming nodes every time, so you can start being a little, like, it's the first time where you actually are somewhat prestigic, or not prestigic, somewhat thinking. I can't think of the word. There's some thinking involved with spending BP. Now, granted, it's not that much thinking until, like, P30, because up until then, it really doesn't matter where you bank your points. It's just, like, whether the purple, like, vial gets taken by the entity, or, like, the brown add-on, right? So it's like, it matters a little bit, but not that much, is when you're at, like, P30. But I'll probably do the same with her. Get her to P9, get her to and P9 and 12 levels, and then start putting back my points into other killers who are out of things like Clown. I need way more junk in Clown. So Survivor's downstairs. I saw a crow. Or not. Check this totem, nobody's here. Maybe I should have just, like, stayed in Central, so I could see any Survivor crossing over. Okay, where did Survivors spawn then? Maybe they spawned outside. Oh, no, here's Fung. Okay. You have Sprint Burst, it's pretty obvious. I don't really have a good... There we go. Okay, she's not camping the tile. Okay, so this is actually a tile where she's worse. One gen already popped. Commodii. Classic Commodii. Yep, that's what 2 Commodius will do to you. I want to get her on a pain res because there's a 3rd Commodius about to pop, but I kind of went the wrong direction. Yeah. So, you know. Oh, this is Shadow Step on fucking indoor map. God damn it. This is gonna suck. So, survivors are playing to win. Kind of why I'm like, eh. It's difficult for me to have a huge amount of empathy when a super strong killer comes out, when this is how survivors always play. Because, like, okay, yeah, there's something a little bit OP on the killer side, but that's just an average game for survivors. I'm very surprised that hit, honestly. Okay, the 0.5 seconds actually is a lot more than I was expecting. Dissolution is up. Fuck me, I gave her the window. Okay. That hit. I see her with Undying. I really need her on a pain res because 2 more gens are about to pop because they have... fuck me! None of my pain reses are viable. This is actually horrid. Yeah. Commodii kind of ruins... it ruins Ruin because you don't really get to use Ruin if gens pop before you can interrupt gens. The whole point is that you need to actually interrupt gens to get value out of Ruin. And you can't do that with a bunch of Commodiuses. If they have they probably have Decisive Strike. What the fuck? Okay, I was gonna say, like, where are you? Go over here so she can't actually leave the tile. Infect off the back wall. Don't go into head form because if she drops this on me, yeah, that's fine. Yep, another gen popped. Thank you, Dissolution. I get rid of the tile that was actually really annoying. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna lose because I got bad pain reses, I'll be honest. If one of my pain reses was this one or Central, I could do something, but it's not viable. When literally every single pain res is one I can't get to. Okay, this is where the heal occurred. Okay. Okay, she actually gets more distance because of the 0.5 seconds, which is something I hadn't really thought about as much. Okay, with her, does she actually have Decisive? Okay. Well, bugged out a little bit. Okay, there's that pain res. No Decisive, which is really important. Please don't tell me you're going to sabotage that. No. Talita's the one that I hooked. Every gen is at 0. If this is Talita, then I slug her because I don't want to eat Decisive. It's Sable, so it's actually fine. But I need to transform into head mode. Pick up, please? It's weirdly difficult to pick her up. So, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hooks, 0 pain res is used. Okay, for some reason, okay, whatever. Oh, they didn't, this isn't the Boon Totem that they did. Interesting. Well, Central Gen's at nothing. I should probably break this now, because this is kind of really annoying to deal with in head mode. Maybe it would have been better to actually chase them, but I was worried about, like, red herring or whatever. I care more about Talita here. How in the world did that miss? So, if possible, I would like to down Talita, throw on a pain res. Oh, those are Sable scratch marks. Wait, no, they're not. Oh, she's here. Why did I think Talita left this tile for some reason? She greeted it too much. Unless she had Dead Hard, but she doesn't. I need to put her on a pain res, or last gen, or the second gen pops. Honestly, it may pop before I get here. We'll see. Nope. So now I go to that gen, and Ruin starts eating it up. And they shouldn't be able to do anything about it. It'll be too late. Yeah, that is Shadow Step. It's in a bit of an unfortunate corner, but not so bad. Okay, now she's going upstairs. I have to D-head, break this pallet, because you can chain that window into this pallet, and then I don't really get to play the game. I'm gonna do this just in case she's, like, sitting there somewhere. And I'm gonna get rid of this. Losing Krasue actually is not as hard as you would think, especially in a really tall map like this. Sable got the unhook and the heal, so her anti-tunnel's gone. Except maybe Dead Hard if she had it. The pallet's already gone here, so you kind of needed to take that window or die. Okay. Auto-aim. Guess that's how you want to be. So I was able to keep enough pressure after the first 3 gens popped. But it's kind of... Honestly, it had nothing to do with Ruin. Or Pain Res, even. I got 1 Pain Res, which the 1 Pain Res was important. But I think it had more to do with Michaela really wanting to do boons. When she probably should have just been playing... just doing gens, you know? She spent so much time doing boons that I think if she hadn't, she probably would have at least popped 1 extra gen. Okay. She could have crouch checked me here, but these stairs are so wide that I can actually go the other side. Honestly, I'm surprised by how much the 0.5 second stun feels. Like, it feels really bad to get hit by a pallet now with her. I don't, like, it's not necessarily like she's so much weaker when she gets hit by a pallet, it just feels so bad. Have to change into head mode here, because she's body blocking. But since all these pallets are pretty weak, it doesn't really matter. Disso is up. This is like a great place for her power. You can look in third person to see if they're actually doing some kind of a mind game, and then this straight line just gives you the free lunge. No idea where Michaela is. I know of 2 spots where hatch spawns. One is right there and one is right here. Other than that, I have no idea for RPD. Well, there you go. I don't know if these gates are all that defendable, honestly. RPD gates are so bad because you cannot see, so you have to actually manually go back and forth. And Krasue's mobility is significantly worse than, like, Blights or whatever, because the cooldown is a long-term cooldown instead of a short-term one. With Blight, you spend, you know, a couple seconds in cooldown and you have your power back up. With Krasue, you kind of have to spend a long time not using your power. Am I crazy to see blood? Yep, I did see blood. It's unfortunate for you, Michaela. This is a super hyper Giga God palette, so just sit back and then swap into head form. I would think I would have been able to spit there in time. I guess I take the window. It's probably very slightly faster than the stairs this way, right? Yeah, she makes so much distance here. Okay, it went upwards instead of downwards. Interesting. Didn't hit her there. Weird collision. Nothing she can do but get hit there. I think wow, I haven't dealt with this pallet yet? That's crazy. You do kind of have to play the pallet 50-50 here, though. Might have been worth it for Michaela to, like, plunder a chest for a medkit or a key. Yeah, so versing Krasue, or playing as Krasue rather, not affected very much. Like there are going to be some niche occasions where it matters, but the main thing that makes her so strong is headlong flight. It's just, I mean, same thing that makes flight strong, right? Is you don't get any distance. You know what? I'm just gonna dump points into her rather than being smart about leveling. That way she's just at P9. And I'm gonna try playing some no Survivor VP bonus. Oh sure, now that I'm okay, I guess it was because the update just posted. So that's probably why the VP bonus was out. In that case, I may as well keep playing her, honestly. I was gonna play Survivor. Oh, hello. Well, I'll get these 2 perks so I don't have to buy these 2 people. It's kind of expensive, but better than having to pay money. What even are these? When you pounce on a blind, injured, or blindly kill her, other injured survivors get 24 meters, get endurance, and see the aura. Scream, leave no scratch. Okay, so these are like their worst perks. This is like the only weak perk on Michonne, and I mean this one is just not great. That's unfortunate. Oh well, perk's a perk. I wish that they would make it so that you could do adepts without the specific character if you don't own them. Because if I have all 3 perks for Michonne or friggin' Rick Grimes, and I put them on a survivor and I escape, like, there's no real difference between me actually doing that. It would be nice if I didn't have to pay, you know, like $100 for survivor skins just to get the achievements. It'd be a lot better. Because I get pretty much all of the survivor perks just with the shrine. Very slowly. Very slowly. They announced a rework for the shrine who knows how long ago at this point. And, it doesn't seem like it's coming. Or actually, no, wait. Maybe they already did the rework for the shrine, and it just was such a minimal rework that I forgot. That's honestly possible. Yeah, I think maybe the rework came alongside of like the prestige rework is what it is. So you can buy level 1, level 2, level 3 in the shrine. I would have rather they just made it so you can get the perks easier. But oh well. That's just El plus Bozo on me, I guess. Yeah, so that match, 3 gens popped to me. I forgot to look at their builds. I should have seen if anybody actually had a hyper focus, or if it was just 3 Commodiuses. Because I'm 100% sure 2 of them Commodiuses, because they were anniversary Commodii, I'm pretty sure. And then one of them I don't know. It could have been, like, it's possible that one was just like a Sabo or whatever. Although given how fast those 3 gens were, I feel like it probably was 3 Commodiuses, and I just happened to find the one that wasn't. Because I think the Fung had a medkit, although maybe I'm misremembering. But it would be very strange to me if I somehow went through the center of the map, saw nobody, and they were all on gens behind me, and somehow they all popped. Like, that would make no sense. Because it just takes too long to cross the map without me seeing you. Like, nah. I'm guessing they spawned outside there too, which is why I didn't find them. Because, again, in my mind, I swear behavior said now survivors will spawn at the farthest away point, but that's not how it works for some reason. It's actually like one of 4 different corners. And this person already sees me because they screamed. Nothing here. Nothing there. Hello, thank you, Undying. Ah, okay. I would much prefer to actually use Undying, but it's more important that I harass a gen. Like, that zone is a lot nicer to chase in. I should be chasing her... That's really unfortunate for me, actually. What the fuck? Okay, that would talk about generous hits. What the hell was that? Just be careful with this one. This is the kind of loop you can get struck on with Krasue now, I think. Pretty sure... Okay, never mind. I thought somebody was on that gen, but nope. Pain Rose, whichever other gen they're doing. I know they're nearby here. That's where the totem got cleansed, but I guess not. It's the only issue with no info is sometimes I can't quite get Ruin Undying value before it's too late. So what Pain Rose is supposed to help with? Okay, there we are. Did I actually lose her? No. Break this. I'm thinking, honestly, I almost want to play Shack normally, but... Going head for him, so I force down Shack Palette. I think that could hit. Wow, I didn't even get stunned there. This is a strong tile. Damn. Okay. Launch was fast enough. No pain reses around here, so I'll have to harass the gen rather than pain resing it. I guess I'll check main, right? I feel like servers probably were predictable. Yep. Yeah, this is kind of one of those things, when you have somebody with Ruin, you should probably just like prioritize not being in predictable spots. I wonder if Krasue ever gets dedicated regurgitates like Plague does. Because they do kind of scream when you hit them, right? Yeah, this is too short of a tile. You'd kind of have to play it by dropping the pallet at some point, and then playing the 50-50. Well, there goes the other Ruin. They were actually on that hill. Okay, okay, scratch marks go this way, not the other way. Camping the pallet? No. Sprint bursting away. Gonna try and mind game. Oh, wait, did she... Okay, that is what she did. This is a really annoying... How did she get that much distance? Good lord. Oh wow, I just freaking missed the tree. This is a 50-50. I don't even think they have... I mean, I think they have one strong toolbox, but that's on Ada. Oh, never mind, I'm at 3 gens. For some reason, I thought it was at 2 gens. Although maybe that's just because Ruin is gone, and so I'm going to be at 2 gens sooner than later. I waited a couple of seconds just in case she had dead hard there. Oh, no, I am at 2 gens. That's crazy, actually. I don't understand how that many gens got done that fast. Because my chases have been very fast. It's just what happens when you don't have corrupt intervention. They ran away from this tile fast enough, so I don't know where they are. And they also reset wherever. This is kind of bad, actually. They could absolutely win from here. I'm kind of camping Ada because I need them to give me something. I need info or a trade or whatever, but yeah, that's fine. A trade is fine. Okay, well, apparently I didn't realize that you could dead hard faster than it was possible to M1. I guess I should look out for that from now on. I thought that if you dead harded... Yeah, these are also pretty bad pain rest spots. Aside from the one in main, they're all, like, not viable. Is that main gen? Good lord. I should be seeing Ada here. Yeah. Okay, so they were tripling up on the gen. That would explain it. Yeah, I'm looking so far into a wall, it's crazy. I don't know if Ada has pain res in her. Maybe she does, maybe she doesn't. She takes away my only good pain res, which is unfortunate. So, one here. I think this is the only gen with any progress, but it's at basically 0. Oh, never mind, it's at like 25%. That gen's a 0. I guess I camp here, yeah. So you can see the value in body blocking every time survivors do an unhook. I'm forced into head mode. They just don't do this outside of unhooks for some reason. Vault the window and hopes she fast vaults the pallet. She slow vaulted. Yeah, it takes too long to do both. I guess I should have been more careful, yeah. Fuck. Now I actually have to get out of head form to break this. I know the other V has dead hard. I don't know if this one does, but probably not. She would have dead harded earlier. In all fairness, there's not really a way it could have avoided that flashlight, aside from just cheating. Aside from looking up with her, which I think is pretty lame and uncool, so. I kind of wish there was some way to avoid flashlights that wasn't just looking at a wall. Because with background players, sprint burst, and the like, it becomes practically impossible. This is where the dead harding V was. And that was the gen Yui was on. I found you. I see you. I found you. It does not really look like a Yui skin. It looks more like a Feng Min skin or something. You telling me that misses? Oh dear. This is actually really bad. I'm leaving and going back to screw with Yui gen. Or this gen, I don't know. No, it's gotta be Yui gen. Shit. Yep, there she is. This one's at like 99%. Kick this, and then I need to just not eat dead hard. Yeah, unfortunately, the 50% of time it takes to pull back up. Yeah, not eating dead hard. Yeah, just don't eat it, forehead. Yeah, she's gonna play the pallet, and I'm gonna have to eat it. Oh, wait, what am I doing? She's not even infected. I'm actually kind of screwed here. Dead hard, dead hard, dead hard, dead hard. Okay, fuck me. I have to leave her. She has too many strong things. I physically can't compete. The worst thing is, I literally can't pick her up because this Yunjin has a flashlight. Okay, now I can. Yeah, Pain Res RNG killed me here. That's pretty much it. I'm going this way because I know... Not Yunjin, Yui. I know Yui went this way. They both have a Y. Messes me up. They're resetting somewhere. And they're unleashing. So... I can look at both gates. But at minimum one gets out, maybe even both. It depends. Yeah, I just sit here until one of them touches the gate because I don't know where the reset spot is. I feel like I should have seen Yui's scratch marks, but I didn't for some reason, so... Sucks for me, I guess. Honestly, though, it's not impossible they both get out, because these gates are so close to each other. If they both get on the gate together, then one of them goes to the other gate, that's it. That's game. Potentially. It depends on how quickly I'm able to see them. I see Yui on the other gate. Okay, they're both here. Okay. That could have been really bad for me if it was just one of them. I can't let them get gates. That's the thing. Okay, cool. Pallet somehow screwed me up. That's awesome. That missed somehow. Okay, there's Yunjin or Yui. Fuck me. Why do I keep fucking that up? They're very different characters. But he was sprint burst. No, that was a mushroom she was eating. Okay, Yui never makes it to a gate. I'm fine with the 1k. I could slug her and maybe I would make it in time to get to the opposite side of the map. But I'm fine just sitting here and securing my 1k. I'm gonna pull her all the way away because if she self-unhooks, then she could make it to a gate. So, over here she shouldn't be able to. Break this, please don't have deliverance. Alright, cool. Now just body block her. Okay, cool. Yeah, I don't think they had, like, strong perks. I think they just didn't eat very much ruin. I think that's the deal. Because I got cleansed pretty early, and I only pushed... what? I only really pushed people off 2 gens where ruin mattered. Let's see. I mean, it was a Commodious BNP, but it was only, like, a one-time use Commodious BNP. I don't know. I want to play some Survivor. There we go. Now there's some BP bonus. I want to verse Krasue, and hopefully now that she's changed, people will use her a little bit more, and I won't have to wait like 6 matches for one Krasue. Trying out Bond instead of the Key because 36 meters of permanent aura reading. For some reason in my mind, Bond was only like 24 meters or 16 meters, but it's 36, which is like pretty decent aura reading. So. The difference between Bond and like a brown key is almost non-existent, since the brown key is 48 meters, which is 12 extra meters, but since it's only when you channel it, it's not quite as great. At least for body blocking. And then I have DS if they tunnel me, Unbreakable if they slug me because I'm body blocking, and Aurela perk to help with just general resets. I could probably ditch the Aurela perk for like Deja Vu, that might be a little bit more valuable, but... maybe do that next match or something. I was considering Bond and open-handed, but I feel like it's a little bit... I feel like open hand is really only worth using if you have Kindred, because open-handed Kindred, where you show the killer's aura to such a large radius, is decent, but open-handed Bond just for yourself just doesn't seem like that great. Now, if everyone on your team is using aura prick, it can be helpful. But when it's just you, it's like, not worth it. Midwich, so I'll basically always be able to see where my servers are, because this is a pretty small map, in terms of, like, direct radius to seeing them. It's just about... Actually, I should probably go upstairs to split up. It's just about whether I can reach them in time for a body block, and whether it's even a Krasue in the first place. That's an Oni. I hate Oni. Least favorite killer in the game. Although that's purely from, like, a fun perspective. Blight is, like, the worst tuned killer, and so I hate him, like, because of that. But Oni is just completely the opposite of fun in every single way for me, which is why I hate him. Oh my god, fuck me. Okay, putting on Deja instead of the Arella perk next time. Goddamn. Crossed half the goddamn map, not a single gen. There we go. Also, body blocking, completely useless against Oni. Also, Arella perk doesn't... Oh, new Werebeast. God, people care more about cosmetics than balancing. Feels bad. Okay, he didn't actually... I don't think he heard the generator repair noises because he was in power. Down goes Yui. I'm gonna have to get used to those bear noises, because they're not as clear cut. He brought her towards me. I think I'm gonna try and trick him. I'm gonna have my scratch... Okay. Have my scratch marks go towards the... Oh, never mind. He went the other way. Oh, it's Grim Embrace. I think he's over... Ah, shit. Oh, it's a bot. That, makes life a lot worse. Did this get pain resed? He went right next to me. Fuck, he saw me. Never mind, he didn't see me, but I kind of gave myself away. I'm kind of totally 100% fucked. Yeah. I mean, what was I gonna do there? No, he's slugging me, so unbreakable value, maybe. Wow, look at how far away I can see them from. No, never mind, that's not Bond, I'm on the floor. Fuck. Ignore that one, please. We don't gotta talk about that one. Well, she'll be able to pick me up pretty much instantly because of Unbreak. Yep. Pain res, Grim Embrace. It's not even really worth touching that. I would have liked to get a heal there, but it's fine. Yui bot is dead. Yeah. This is a pretty fucked match. There's no way. DC at 5 gens. Oni's already a really strong killer. Midwich tiles against Oni are not great, because normally what you do is you just chain super strong tile into super strong tile and force him to kick like 10 gens. You're the... Oh wait, you're not the Yui bot. Never mind. I was gesturing at her trying to get the Yui AI to stop so I could heal her, but that's not a thing. Normally you just pre-drop super strong pallets, making him kick all of them over and over and over again. But Midwich tiles are all mind gameable, and unfortunately bloodlustable. So... Yeah, I mean, what do I do there? I don't know. I don't know if I can do anything there. And they're also very, like, comfortable for Oni just to... whatever it is, flick around. Well, that's 4 pain reses and 4 Grim Embraces. And I'm the Obsession, so he doesn't get the aura reading value. But, like, it doesn't matter. This game is so over. It's just, like... Pretty much because first two people gave early hits and he got his power. Like, if you give Oni his power before you do 2 gens, that's pretty much game, honestly. Which is not the most fun thing, in my opinion. Unless you're playing like a really fucked map where Oni can't really do anything. It's like the one case where, you know, maybe you can do something in return, but I don't really like to talk about balancing when it comes to super one-sided maps, because it's kind of irrelevant to practical power. If on this one map you automatically win, fuck me. And he insta-breaks the tile. That was a lot closer than it really should have been. I could feel that. I wish this was the window vault. I'm just trying to go around as many corners as possible here, basically. Ah, shit. Oh, he ran out of power. Do I have a pallet? I do have a pallet. Pre-drop this. I'm playing against Oni! Pre-dropping is so fun! Wow, he should have gotten a hit there, actually. He's waiting way too long to start his swing. Oh well. Now he has his power. Is he leaving me? I think he might be. Yeah. I guess my job is to try and take him away from my friends, which I can't actually do with Bond, so that's nice at least. Hello, Vibrant. Well, I get to sit on this, That was a huge mind game. I definitely didn't mean to drop it the other way. I swear. It was actually a mind game. I would never fuck up a pallet drop. Shit. There's me. Just the amount of max mushrooms. Krasue hyper buff. Yeah. Yeah. It's very... Wow. We finally get a... I actually have, like, a decent chase 3 gens get done. What the fuck? That could have been the first chase, and we would have won this game. Yeah, it's very strange to me that they gave her a compensation buff when the mushrooms, like, aren't really a factor. But I don't think it makes that much of a difference. Like, it helps her with slowdown because now mushrooms spawn, like, less frequently, so you have to spend more time going towards them, I guess, so... I don't know. It is strange that they decided to give her any buffs, because she did not really need buffs, at least in that category. Honestly, I don't think she really needed any buffs at all. She just needed some different nerfs than she got. Is he gonna slug and kill me? I have Decisive Strike, so you should totally do that. I would love to force him to pick me in a locker, but... Oni things. Yeah, fuck you. I'm pre-dropping the God Palette with no remorse. Suck me. Is he coming? Nah, he left me. Going back for the slug, which they may get up in time. Yep. Yeah, I think Deja Vu would have been much more helpful than the Arella perk here. Nope. Jhin doesn't spawn there. There's so many places Jins can spawn in Midwich, which is kind of annoying. If they always spawned in, like, the same places, then it wouldn't be so bad. Because, like, that can hold a gen, which is a really strange place for a gen. But yeah, Midwich needs, like, some Larry's type thing that actually lets you see where gens are from the outside. That way I don't have to manually go into every single room and look. Well, we get one more gen finished. Yui bots on second hook. It's technically not impossible, it's just very unlikely that we win. I'm gonna stealth here, because I think he's coming to the gen pop. If he was smart, he would be doing that. Okay, I guess not. Just no terror radius. I have no idea where the last gens are. Okay, never mind, he does have a terror radius. Does he have some kind of, like, monitor? Maybe he has a monitor, that would explain it, actually. Because I feel like he doesn't have straight-up stealth, but monitor and abuse would explain why his thing has been a little bit fucky. We haven't started this one. Okay, there we go. Well, just 90 seconds. Gotta hold out for 90 seconds. I hope Yui is actually saving the bot, because if she doesn't save the bot, then this is a foregone conclusion. Nope. That sucks, actually. I swear she was going towards the bot. I saw her going with Bonds towards the bot hook. But maybe he was camping? No, but I heard his terror base all the way over here. Surely not. Or maybe, I don't know. Well, this is going to be a hatch game. Unless he's chasing her right now and she goes on, like, a chase as good as I had earlier. Okay, he is chasing her. I just need her to not come upstairs. Don't come upstairs. Don't go up those stairs. Please stop going up those stairs. Ooh. Power hit. That's unfortunate. Is she in, like, the doctor's office or whatever, I think? I think he can hear me from here, right? Okay, Yui brought him away. I am going to try and pop this gen and then hide in a locker or do something crazy and sneaky that he'll never expect. Okay, hook's over there. I don't... Is he camping the hook? I think he may be camping the hook. In that case, I am... Sorry, Yui, I gotta leave you and go for that opposite gate. If he has no way out, then game over, I guess. But I think my best odds are trying to do this gate. It's more likely than hatch, honestly. There's no way out. Sucks to suck. He'll check on this gate. He won't see anything. Now he has mobility. So that's a bit of an issue. This sucks, actually. Man, I hate Oni. He's not coming. Never mind, I'm fucked. Ah! Hatch was literally right next to me. That sucks. I mean, none of this matters. Damn, that's a long-ass lunge. I mean, like, there's no point. Yeah. I hate Oni so much. Least favorite killer. Right. Let's swap out Deja with... or do no harm with Deja. Honestly, maybe... I don't know. I feel like heals are such a... such a fine thing. Other people run healing perks, so it's fine. Don't need them that badly. Yeah, the nerfs to Krasue are relatively minor. For now. They're gonna be throwing in a brand new round of nerfs next patch, which I'm pretty worried about. I feel like they're going to go overboard, but we'll see. Hopefully they just are reasonable. Because I kind of like Krasue. I think it's maybe just because since her dash is not limited as badly as other killers, she just feels more fun. Like I feel like I'm just playing a fast killer as opposed to playing a dash killer, you know? Even though she fundamentally is a dash killer still. It's more like, I don't know, Nemesis plus mobility, basically. And her projectile's fun. So if they end up nerfing her down to like D tier, it'd be sad. Or if they make her like B tier but she feels bad, that's arguably just as bad. If a killer feels bad to play, it's just like shit. This is a Xenomorph. I kinda like going against Xenomorph. Ah. He's here, guys. He's like right here. Or not? He was right here. Molted Skin makes me... What's it called? Makes me exhausted, but that don't matter. I have no exhaustion perks. How long is it for? 20 seconds? I feel like that's actually a wow, that was fast. I feel like that's actually a considerable amount of exhaustion there. You kind of want to do double turrets when facing Xeno, because one turret really isn't enough to burn him out of power. Oh! Well, that's not great. Okay. I'm guessing I'll take the portal back out to my butt. I probably shouldn't be pulling him this direction. I think he's... Am I crazy? I could have sworn he was dropping. Maybe I'm just stupid. Okay, I was doing that in case he was going to... Yeah, no point in dropping that. Never works. Oh, it's the fish... Fish Xeno. Well, I did a circle. Now I get to sit on the hook for who knows how long. Deja Vu doesn't really work on multi-floor maps because that gen is like miles away from those two gens, like practically speaking. Wow. That was fast. What if he has Nemesis? That'd be... Maybe not, honestly. Here, there, and... What, my gen? Here? Yeah, that's the third Deja gen. Well, he's on Aurora. Are you the empathetic connection? You are. It's kind of unfortunate that that turret, that portal exit is right next to that portal. Because it's so close, if he comes out of there, you may physically not be able to actually get to the portal in time. If he's actually using this. So I want to put this like here. My biggest gripe with Xeno is how annoying collision is. Or like for his turrets. I wish his turrets could be placed in so many more areas. I have to go for saves. Wow. They're just gonna slug, so unfortunately Steven goes second. Yeah. Unfortunate. It is Finsterly Nemesis. Yeah, I mean, I kind of, Oh, burning out of the portals. It's a pretty funny idea. Okay. Another slug, huh? Oh, okay. Well, I mean, this is game. Very cute and all, but no. I could not make that corner at all. Still 0 crosses. I mean, she just isn't that popular of a killer. Oh wait, that's right. I got 2 extra perks. 2 new... the Michonne perk and the Rick perk. I should probably level up Arella for those 2. So I could actually use them, maybe. I feel like it's very strange to me how unpopular Krasue is. Because you would think... I mean, I can test this. But everybody's saying that she's super easy, and you don't have to, like... She's super easy to play and super strong, so you would think a lot of people would be playing her. But no. For some reason, no. Which makes me think either she's not that strong or she's not that easy. Because if she was both, she'd be popular. I mean, Blight is easy and strong. So, and he's the most popular killer. And same with Ghoul, easy and strong. So. Those 2 are like the most popular killers. And yet, Krasue's not getting the same treatment. Maybe it's because everybody... I mean, everybody was expecting Ghoul to get hyper buffed. I was gonna say maybe it's because everybody's expecting Krasue... or hyper nerfed. I was gonna say maybe it's because everybody was expecting Krasue to get hyper nerfed, so they're not learning her because she's going to get worse. But Ghoul was also expected to get hyper nerfed, so... he was still the most popular killer. I don't know. Maybe she actually is not that great. I don't know. That's just me. I hope I actually get to face Krasue again. Is not a big fan of Oni into that just like a horrible xenomorph match. I don't know what exactly happened that caused us to have 3 people down. RPD. But unfortunate, but it's easy to body block in hallways. That's corrupt intervention. So she spawned that top right helicopter area. Okay, yeah. So servers spawn there. You would think they would spawn on the 2nd floor on that side when you spawn over here, but no, they spawn outside for some reason. Which is something I learned earlier. Oh my god, it's a fucking skull merchant. Never mind, fuck Krasue. We in. This is so much better. Let's fucking go. This is actually peak. Who gives a shit about Krasue when skull merchant's here? So, I think that's a pretty good drone placement. It's like far enough where, okay. Scully doesn't come towards me. She goes the other way. It's a bit unfortunate. It's RPD, so the stealth aspect of her is pretty rough to play against. Bond is very helpful here. I get to see them playing over there. That's scanned. Shit. Sorry, hun. Damn. Dissolution, shit. Fuck, Disso Scully is actually scary. Wow, that just barely scans the top section. That's... If it does actually scan the top section, that's kind of crazy. What we want to do here is split up a bit, but... this is fine. Dissolution's down. Fuck! Fuck! I wanted to slow vault it that way because I was hoping that she would come that way and swing or something. I probably should have just like run all the way around. That probably would have been the better thing to do. But I thought if I was quietly vaulting it, she would think I'm still sitting on that side and full commit that way. Unfortunate. She's trying to scan. She is actually trying to do Skull Merchant things, which is awesome. It's not infrequent for Skull Merchants to not really go for scans. The unfortunate thing is, if you know how to play against Skull Merchant, you don't get scanned. That's just not a thing that happens. I got scanned one time, and it was immediately after I got hit by an M1, so the scan was more valuable to me in getting my maximum, you know, injured speed distance, as opposed to actually just letting her, like, forcing myself to crouch and screwing over my speed. I'm a bit worried she beelines it here. Okay, she's on the other Arella, so actually we're fine. Arella has 2 scan marks, so... Okay. There is Arella. No, we gotta go. We actually gotta go. Please go that way. Please go that way. Please go that way. Thank you. Okay, never mind. Fuck me. Wow, this is really bad. I kind of fucked it. A little bit. Okay, I can finish the heal here. Where are they? They're over there. It's really unfortunate that V kind of brought her over towards there, but I think I should get this unhooked fast enough. Dissolution on Soli is actually kind of a thing. Please tell me I make this. Okay, good. I would rather us heal over here than right there, because no lines of sight against stealth is not great. Although she's probably going for Arella. Oh, you have Resurgence. Never mind. Maybe I would have been better off just going ahead and giving you your heal. Pick her up. I have a feeling that Arella's gonna get screwed over by the stealth and get downed really quickly. I don't see her. And nobody's in chase. Disabling the drone, honestly, is not worth it, in my opinion. I feel like it's... Most of the time, you're just kind of giving the Skull Merchant info. Like, oh, this drone is disabled. This is where a survivor has been very recently. You could just, like, press control, and then the drone doesn't do that much. We're split up on these 2 gens is actually pretty good. Skull Merchant's... or Arella's getting chased by Scully. So... Even if she gets forced off of gen kind of uncomfortably, I'll be here. Okay, she's leaving. Leaving for the Zarina. That's why it's good to have one person on each of these gens. That way she can't force both of you off. And with Bond, I get to know exactly where chase is occurring. Zarina's on the 2nd floor. Zarina's actually crouching. Never mind? Or maybe she fucked up a crouch. It's fair. Sometimes you just fuck up a crouch and that's how life works. Just W key, Zarina. Never mind. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it to her. Whatever. I wanted to take a hit for her there, and then we kind of escape out, but didn't work out that way. Pop this Jin, heal Arella. Zarina's on 2nd. Yeah, this is like the one part of RPD I actually really like when versing stealth killers, because you get all of your angles so easily. So like that over there is like the best place for stealth killer to come out of. But when it comes to like these inner hallways, it's kind of annoying because you just don't see anything. Okay, Chase is on the 2nd floor. I almost missed the crouch key, I'll be honest. I'll be so 100% honest. I got stuck on the shift for like a half second longer than I wanted to. She kicked this. That Jin's at a 3rd now. Just kind of rough. There's V. We keep pulling her back in towards these sections. Oh, V, this is like the worst place that you could have come to. V, what are we doing here? This is apparently a very popular drone placement. I see people... K? That's unfortunate. Eating the dissolution there. I don't know if I've gone on RPD with Skull Merchant forever at this point. Honestly, I almost just want to leave her for a while. I'm the first person who's taking her away from this central area where everything is happening. No idea where she is now. I don't hear her, but I don't see where the drone she placed is. Oh, I guess she didn't. There's the drone. Okay, let's go ahead and pick up V now. Fuck me. Yeah. How did I not get scanned there, actually? Okay, well, I at least got V out. Does this medkit have enough for a self-heal? I forget if the 8 charges just barely makes it 1 self-heal, or if it makes it a self-heal and some change. Zarina's about to finish up a gen, so... After that, I'll see where the 3rd gen is, the evil... Oh, that's right, it's both of those. Shit. Okay, so it's a self-heal and some change with 8 charges, 8 extra charges. Oh, that gen's at, like, fucking 70%. Holy shit. That's way more than I was expecting. I'm gonna get on this gen just to, like... Never mind. Touch the gate for no way out. I think she should have a terror radius. Yeah. So, the important thing is to just pull her away. Oh, she's doing the thing. So, when you put a... Okay, this is, like, actually a really good Skull Merchant. Or at least a knowledgeable one. Fuck. This Skull Merchant's fucking insane, actually. Shit. She's so good. That was such a smart reverse scan there. She predicted the shit out of me. I can't lie. I kinda got shit on. This is bad. I do have Bond. She hasn't put up a thing over there yet, so... I'll see Aurora if she ever comes around. So the issue is that I'm double tappable, so I can't do very much. I'm actually very close to getting screwed over here. The opposite door is fucked up and evil. Oh, that's so rough. Okay, if we're going for the save, this door needs to be opened. I was just waiting out Blood Warden, kind of. Honestly, I'm concerned as to whether I can even make it. I need to not get... Yeah, here's the arena. So here's the issue, right? I'm just gonna never stand up. Fuck. Could've worked. Could've worked. I kind of want to get scanned. It's the only thing. So, because I'm still double tappable. I guess I should open this front door. Yeah, so she does the thing, disables the drone, opens it. I can sort of set up for the save a little bit. Maybe. This is rough. RPD is really difficult to save over here because you can completely body block that side and there's no real way to go the other way. I'm kind of just trying to sneak up. Oh, that's probably smart. Yeah. I mean, That was it, Zarina. You kind of had to go then or never. I guess maybe we can barely hit in one more heal. But shit. I don't think this is possible. It's just such a bad hook. Plus, if that thing comes down and scans me, fuck. Shit. Nope. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You die there, Aurella. We tried our best. No. What are you doing? Get out. Leave. Her time's up on that hook. Yeah, that Scully is crazy. It's such a shame that she has to be so skilled for such little value. Because she showed absolutely insane, like, Giga Brain plays, and the exchange that she got for that was one scan on me. like, she showed that she's an incredible Skull Merchant. She scanned me one time. That's how, well, I mean, I guess technically two, but the other one was outside of Chase. Or not outside of Chase, but like, it was after I got M1, so it's like, it doesn't really count. But the one scan she did do was huge brained. Huge brained. One scan, though. She got 1/3 of Hell's Day for it. So, it's very sad that you can be so skilled with the killer and get such a small amount of value. But yeah, I could definitely tell. I look at the end game and like P100, like, yep, that's accurate. That's a good Scully. So it's so fucking funny that Face's Skull Merchant, they're incredibly skilled. The way I know, scan me once. So fucking stupid. It's so stupid. Buff Scully. Why does Krasue exist when Skull Merchant exists? Fuck me. Yeah, cause what they did was like huge macro play, scanning without seeing me, without being anywhere near it. I don't even think she would have seen the white scan lines when she did the like when she did the rotation. Like she wouldn't even know where it was, and it was just perfect. And she kept doing that Giga Brain play multiple times. It's just that once you know their Giga Brains, you play around them like they're Giga Brains. Mystery offering. Kill all survivors on second hook stake by your hand. I wonder. Please buff her behavior. Alongside your Krasue nurse, please buff Skull Merchant. She deserves better. She's so cool. She's so cool. Your frickin' early 2026 rework that's probably gotten delayed, but you haven't told us about it yet. It better make her... Hold on, what? No, it's Pyramid Head. For like a tenth of a second, I thought it was a second Skull Merchant. And I was gonna actually pop the fuck off so hard. Because there's a very tiny bit of that outer theme that sounded similar to her. We have somebody AFK at tree? Question mark? No, they were just sitting there. It might not be the best idea to do this specific. Oh yeah, you know, Pyramid Head got buffed, and they also buffed Ruin. So now that Ruin's like a decent perk, Pyramid Head's kind of good. Before, Pyramid Head was kind of held back by the fact that all of the good regression required hooks. so he was pretty mid because your whole power is that you don't hook. Damn. I'm gonna run him at Shack. Oh, Totem's here. Well, good thing Basement isn't, or I would be really fucked. Just make distance. Never mind. Well, I can pre-drop Shack pallet. Oh, cool. He has the add-on. Okay, well, that's very fun. I'm just going corner. Genuinely the best thing I can do there. He has the add-on to break pallets, so even if he misses an M2, it doesn't matter, he'll still kill you. That's sad. He still gets the unhook notification for torment cages, right? Are we gonna make this? Oh, I think they're using... Nope. Fuck me. Well... This is going to be a fun match, huh? Yeah. Man, you're so right. Krasue has no counterplay. She's super unfun as opposed to other killers who can automatically shred pallets if they miss, and if they hit, then they kill you, and then also deactivate your anti-tunnel. You're so right. Krasue's the unfun one. Nah. I'm not falling for it again. Fuck me, he's over there. At least I actually have Decisive Strike this time. But like shit, what do I do with it? I need to not walk into any of his shit puddles. It doesn't really matter. Oh right, he has a Mori. Yeah, Krasue's an issue, but this killer that makes it so pallets don't work... Fuck me. Yeah. This is fine though. This is fine. Mm-hmm. That was a very fun match. I just didn't have fucking... I just didn't need to play the game. I guess I should have just crouched over the first thing, the first pile of trailment, his first trail of not torment, because that's a perk apparently. But yeah. At least Krasue, I have DS. And at least Krasue, if I'm at Shack, she has to spend like 10 seconds in cooldowns, and then another 3 to break the pallet, and then another, like, however long to fucking catch up, to swap back and then catch up. As opposed to that pyramid head with that auto, where it's just like, oh, you drop pallet, you die, or the pallet gets broken and you get no distance. Because I couldn't have made it to window. Like, ignoring the fact that I would have had to dodge an M2, even if I tried to go to window, I was fucked there. Like, that was completely unplayable for me. Like, the only real counterplay you have against Pyramid Head, I think, is pallets, because since you can drop them or fake them, then there's a 50-50 there that you can win. With windows, the 50-50 is a losing 50-50. You vault the window, he hits you. You don't vault the window, he waits, and then he undoes his power, and then he M1s you. With pallets, the dropping it, if he pulls out his M2, maybe you make a second, you know, go around. You don't drop it, then... Sorry, you don't drop it, you may make a second go around. You do drop it, and if he's not in power, then you're good, because it's such a fast interaction. If you... Fucking Oni! Why am I getting, like, the least fun shit ever? Nope. He's bloodlusting me on this window. I don't think you make that. I would prefer Krasue so much more than this. I just hate him so much. Yeah, fuck you. You're Oni. This is what happens. You get to eat pre-drop pallets because that's how you play against Oni. Isn't it fun? Aren't you having fun? I'm not. I'm playing against Oni. And now somebody else is going to get chased, so... And she gets instantly hit, so now all of that time that I spent is kind of useless. The fact that I dropped those pallets so early is pretty mid. We got 1 gen out of it. It's very, very, very minimal. What does he have? Dissolution? Why are you slow vaulting that? And now he has power, so now I have to deal with borderline unjukable dash slop. Why is this... Was there corrupt? I didn't even realize there was corrupt. Let's go... No, they did mate. That's the one that they did do. Yeah. This shit sucks, bro. Shit sucks so bad. Oh, he's upstairs. I was like, where the fuck is that growling coming from? I'm not going to pick her up. Because then I'm in a predictable place. Like that person was. They didn't get caught somehow, which is interesting. Oh, Jake. There's only a few more seconds. Ooh, flashy save? Nope. Where even the hell is that hook? Pain res. It's gotta be pain res. Yep. He goes towards Shack. Then Grim Embrace occurs. Where? I mean, there he is, okay. I see him. I see him, buddy. I get hit here, shit. It was unfortunate, because I just wanted to stay away from the other survivor. Is he actually gonna chase me, or he is chasing me? Okay. Why did those give me false stuns? Those would not have triggered balanced landing. So why the hell did they give false stuns? That's ass, actually. Oh, maybe that's why they so vaulted, to give less blood orbs. Okay, well. If I'm... No. He has enough blood off of me. That is so unfortunate. This may be my last match, depending on how fast it is. Yeah. If this goes for the full, like, you know, 8 to 10 minutes, I don't get, like, Giga tunneled off. I think this is probably going to be the last match, which is sad. The fact that I got 2 Onis. And not a single Krasue makes me very sad. But, you know, I got a Skull Merchant, so actually, never mind. I'm way more grateful for the Skull Merchant than the Krasue. Especially because that Skull Merchant was actually sick as hell. It's so rare to get a Skull Merchant, but it is like 100 times rarer to get a good Skull Merchant. That Skull Merchant was fucking crazy on the sticks. Like, it was so cool facing an actually good Skull Merchant. So that's honestly probably peak DBD. That's probably the best match of DBD I'll have in the next 6 months. Until they buff Skull Merchant. Hopefully, praying that they buff Skull Merchant, make her actually fun and a viable and a semi-frequent killer. While still fundamentally being the same kind of gameplay. Pray. I hope. Please, behavior. I ask for so little. This is like literally the only thing I ask for. I think I deserve it. So yeah, they're over in that corner. I already used that pallet, I think, so he probably gets hit here. Yeah. Every part of Oni is unfun. Like, actually all of it. You have to Giga pre-drop early on, and in order to deny him power, and then later on you don't really get to play the game because you pre-dropped early on to deny him power, so now if gens have been going too slowly, then you just kind of lose automatically. Juking his dash is not fun most of the time, really, like, honestly, ever, it's never fun to me. But, like, it's... I think it's, like, it's unfun in a way that I think everybody should find it unfun, in that a lot of the time there's nothing you can do about it. But then, when the times there is something you can do about it, there's nothing the Oni can do about it. And these two, like, these are the two options, and I find that extremely boring. I like it when, like, both players have give and take, instead of just one player having all the power. But Oni is, like, the ultimate, what if only one player had all the power at a time? Either Oni or him, or the survivor. And there's no in between, and it's so lame. I kind of would have been fine with him downing me and slugging me with Unbreakable. Uses half of his power for an Unbreakable, probably a survivor-sided trade there, honestly. We should probably heal me, actually. He doesn't actually have all that much power. Like, me and Jake are the only one giving it to him. This has been a relatively, like, tug-of-war back-and-forth match. Most Oni matches are, like, he has no power, or he has all of the power. He's kind of had both throughout this match. He's coming over here. We just need to split up. That's all that matters. He shouldn't be able to down both of us with 2 hits of his power. No way. Yeah, no way. Jake gets up here. The unfortunate thing is that I'm giving him a bunch of free power here. I think it's probably was worth the trade here. Oh, she was on Death Hook. I should have taken the down for her. That's my bad. I think the trade was, like, giving him power in exchange for doing that gen, I think was worthwhile. Giving him Nancy was not worthwhile. For some, I did not realize she was on Death Hook. That is 100% my bad. I should have taken the down there. He left Jake as he got in a gen. That's funny. He gets power off of me. Unfortunate. Honestly, just W key. That pallet is so unsafe, it's not even worth, like, pretending. Yeah, he's got power now. Cool. I do have Unbreakable, at least, so... where's the other survivor? They must be on that far gen. Yeah, I see the little feetsies. Just barely. I wish gens didn't cover up survivor auras. That's something that annoys the hell out of me, honestly. Okay, this is the first time I'm using Unbreakable since they updated recoveries. Left click to recover, got it. Oh, so they, like, shaved off the last 5%, huh? He picks up here. I think I open and insta-leave if possible. Because I'm just feeding him more power. He's right next to that gate. Yeah, practically speaking, I don't think there's any way to get everybody out. Because he'll probably have enough power if he just, like, leaves for 2 seconds over there. Yeah, he's coming over here. Or not? I don't even see her aura, so yeah, I'm just going. I don't want to give him more power. Let's see how this match ends. See if Yui gets out. She does some crazy play with Jake. Oh, she got him. She did pick him up. And then after this match ends, I'll end there. So where's Jake at? Is he in chase? He's not. He's gonna make it. Question mark? No, he's in power. Never mind. If he wasn't in power, Jake would have made it. Good play. Lithe? Not gonna be enough. Not with Oni power. Yeah, that's unfortunate. So it's just about whether Yui gets out. Yui's doing the smart thing and playing for Hatch, which is... Jake has Unbreakable. Has Jake used his Unbreakable yet? Actually, hold on. Maybe they both get out. Non-zero chance if he just slugs Jake here. Unfortunate. Well, now Yui's gotta make a run for it, yeah. Jake was really close to getting out. No Blood Warden. So yeah, she gets out. Okay. Even though I don't like Oni, at least it was a somewhat interesting match. For an Oni match, is one of the more interesting ones. Okay, well, I am going to go ahead and end here. Thank you all for watching, and hope to see you next time.